All right, everybody, welcome to BO Boys for Thursday, May 29th. Fuck it, it's a raw feed. We're doing it live in studio. I'm Clayton.
Yeah, I'm Pat. Clayton, you're on the hot seat today, and we all know why, because here he is. He's ready to talk about Karate Kid Legends, but I think he's going to be drop kicking more than just Daniel's son today. We have with us the one, the only podcast Jesus, the legend himself. Kirk Minihane is back on the BO Boys. Kirk, welcome back to the BO Boys.
Hello. I don't ask much in the history of this. I found you guys a few years ago. I think I've helped raise your profile. Maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. If I have, I'm very happy. If I haven't, that's fine too. Done this show many times. Dozens of the Regis Philbin of this show many times. Did the live show in Boston. Had a great time. Haven't asked for anything. Nothing. Except for loyalty. I don't have a big price. I don't think, Pat, I have a big price.
No.
You stabbed me in the back early on. I mean, there's not a back and forth conversation.
Okay. On our own show.
And Clay, it could be my show if I want. It's not my fingers in 2 seconds. I could just start the BO Boys tomorrow. You want me to find somebody? I'll do it. Pick somebody off the street. See the idiots I work with on my show? Make a fortune doing it. Wow. And but I always knew I had my Rock. I always knew I had my Simpson to my Ashford. Always. Turns out I was wrong. And I listened to the last episode. Oh, entrapment. I could have left at one point. This is somebody who I really admired. I'll just, you probably can't see this.
I can't. We're too far away. I can't.
That is the picture of Clayton, Pat, and Clemmer at the movie theater after. I mean, the kill shot.
Yeah,
just
that's damning.
That's minute 56 of Law and Order SVU.
Yeah,
I don't. I'm gonna try and move on. I'm wounded though. I've suffered from a lot of betrayal lately professionally. If you guys don't, in my company, so it hurts. When you care about people and they stab you in the back. With Chris Clemmer?
Well, I don't want to move on. I'd like to stay on this because here's what I'll say. You're right. You asked for loyalty, and I didn't show it. But I haven't shown it in a long time.
No,
and I've been very clear about it.
Yeah, you're a worm. There's no.
Yes.
No. Clayton, though, I thought was a man.
That's the one.
Impeccable. I mean, just think about who's the loser that was filling in from the drip intern.
Oh, Christopher, yes.
Yeah, I was like, this show should not run. And was it Aaron Moran who was with you guys taking the picture with you and Clemmer and Clayton?
It was Aaron Moran.
Yeah, I don't blame her. She doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
But Clayton, you got to walk out of that theater.
Yeah. So, okay. I mean, here's the thing.
Here we go. I'm going to sit back now.
I love how Pat, who was disloyal from the beginning, was sitting there just nodding along with you as if he understood what it felt like to be betrayed.
And grinning. I was also grinning.
Yeah.
To be hurt.
To be hurt, to have human emotion.
Yeah, I'm vulnerable.
Yeah, to have human emotion. I love how he was trying to say, yeah, okay, I can understand that.
Right.
So I was bushwhacked. I was not aware. And I walk in and I see Chris Clemmer standing by Pat.
You turn
and
around
I am aghast.
You got to walk out.
I know.
Just own it. Just own it. We can move on. Just own it.
Here's what I was torn between.
Oh, no, he's not owning it, Pat. This isn't good.
This is bad.
You got to own it. You got to own it. You got to own it.
You got to own it. You got to own it.
But, okay. Everybody makes a mistake.
Let's hear how he doesn't own it, though.
Okay.
I'm curious
maybe there's a good
way in which he doesn't own it.
I'm open to that.
It's just Tom has done so much promotion for this movie, and to
okay, so you chose Tom Cruise over Kirk Minihane. I respect that. It's a box office podcast. I can understand that.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Cruise didn't guest on our show in Boston. He sold out crowd. He didn't do that, but no, I got it.
No, yeah. I mean, here's okay. I am going to own this because here's the fallacy in my defense that I was trying to mount is that he would have had my money anyway.
Correct.
Right? Because the ticket was bought.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So if the ticket was bought, then the money is already in Tom's hands.
Right.
Then on a cruise ship to buy mops for people,
who
who
working people
have million year contracts.
Yes,
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to take care of them.
Yeah. So I just was, they already had new mops. And so I should have been fine with it. I should have turned around and I should have walked out. And I didn't walk out.
Yeah.
And that's on me.
You came towards us. I mean, you rushed.
I was aghast. I didn't rush. See, this is where the lies start. This is where the lies start.
That's not good.
No.
I mean, your tax is that I'm never going to see a movie with you guys ever.
Okay.
That's the first tax. That's the first.
And
tax.
Pat was okay with that.
Oh, he doesn't care. He doesn't.
And now I am being punished.
I probably won't be in Boston.
I respect you more. I don't. I don't care about Pat.
Yeah.
Right.
Pat, we know what Pat is.
We know.
Yeah.
I mean, Clayton, I could tell, is actually in a moral quandary over this, and I like him, so I don't want him to feel bad. But and I get.
No, I did wrong. I did wrong by you.
It's a tough spot. Pat put you in a tough spot. Clemmer put you in a tough spot.
Because I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming.
It was sickened. I was sickened when I
He
got the
orchestrated this, Kirk. He orchestrated this.
I don't want to say I'm the puppet master that got Clayton to unwittingly be in the same row as Chris Clemmer, but I'll also
the puppet master though. I can just walk away and never do this podcast again. Then how's the puppet master looking at that point?
The puppet master is not loving the metrics if that happens.
I'm just saying.
I
mean, Clayton. It doesn't matter what Clayton can sound like he did in the last day. No one, who cares? He'll be talking. Won't matter.
Yeah, that was rough.
But he was trying. I'm like you. He was trying. He's battling through it. You would have thrown a fit. Probably walked out.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No,
I'm going to try. Look. The listeners of the show, they want to hear about the box office. I respect them. I will say, look, it's a healing process, and I'm wounded. Like I said, you cut me, I bleed. I don't care. Pat, we know. I mean, we're talking a bad person.
Yes.
But Clayton, I could tell it's not nice what you did, Pat. It's not nice.
Right. But I'm from the old neighborhood. Clayton's from the heartland. Clayton is the guy who should have known better. Me, I come from just generations of scumbags and thieves, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
I'm a hat in hand guy. My hat is in my hand. I mean, I'll take the hat off.
Wow.
Sent to him by Jeff Bach.
Thank you, Jeff.
I'm
a Bachhead, you know that. And this is me asking for forgiveness from
on his own show.
From
Podcast
Jesus.
So
thank you.
You're forgiven for now. But I mean, there's gonna be more taxes too.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have the tariffs. We have tariffs now.
Yeah. Has to.
Oh, 80%. This is an 80% tariff from Massachusetts and New York. Oh yeah.
And just hanging out would you guys go out to eat with Clemmer after? Just tell me the truth.
No.
Don't lie to me.
We did not go out. I had another appointment, so I couldn't go out to eat.
Though. You would have.
I mean, if
yucking it up.
Yeah, we were yucking
appetizers.
It up. Oh. Did you see, and not that I want to keep on this and have Clayton have to do more penance, but did you see the Compact Critic review afterwards?
I saw. I mean, I've never watched a full one.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. I saw you were in it, and I saw Aaron Moran was in it, right?
Yes. Yes. Myself and Aaron Moran were in it.
Yeah.
So we did. I didn't have time to have a meal afterwards with Clemmer, but I did guest on a episode of the Compact
What a moment!
Critic.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Well, here's where I come clean because I did shoot that video, and the reason being,
wow, Clayton,
the reason being is that was,
Kirk, this is bad, Kirk. This is.
I wasn't gonna have
Justin,
Kirk.
Do I have to leave?
I wasn't gonna have Kirk find this out on his own.
Right.
Which Justin?
I would.
You'd leave? Yeah. I don't. What the fuck is going on here?
The reason I shot it is because it was a professional obligation, and I was helping out with a professional obligation. Because
Clemmer's video?
Yeah, that's part of his job, is it not?
No, you think Dave Portnoy gives a shit if Chris Clemmer does that video? Doesn't make 2 cents off that.
Well, I was just trying to help out.
I might have said that to Clayton,
ecosystem.
but he should not have believed it. Yeah. No, this is bad. This is bad on
movies and TV shows where they're like, I've lost my appetite. Mm-hmm. I've lost my appetite.
Wow.
This has been beaten out of me now.
Wow.
I'm gobsmacked. I feel violated.
Yeah,
I feel
used.
I feel like Nicolas Cage in 8mm right now.
Oh,
you
wow.
film that? I mean, it's good.
What
You did a
would
good
be-
job, but Jesus.
What would be a worse video to find? The video that is watched in the movie Hardcore,
Yeah.
or Clayton filming the Compact Critic? Which is a more horrendous, sickening
You feel
video?
like George C. Scott right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's tough. I don't even. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I admire your honesty. Pat would not have ever admitted that.
Oh God, no.
So I mean, I do admire that, but I think your heart was in the right place. But if you I know we don't correspond, but if you reached out to me, I certainly would have said you don't need to do that. You don't.
You know how it's one of those things where, you don't just decide to cheat on your wife or your girlfriend or your partner.
Right.
Partner.
It's in steps. It's tiny cracks and fractures.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what that was. It was tiny things. It was.
Are you saying you slept with Clemmer?
No. What I'm saying is
There's so many reveals that he's about to make on
If
this
you tell
show.
me you fucked Clemmer, if that ends there, then okay. Like you're in a relationship,
then
I'm okay
it's
with that.
okay. Then that's okay.
Is
Well,
that how it ended?
I unfortunately did not fuck
Okay.
Chris Clemmer.
Pat has. I know that.
Yeah, Pat did. They have.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, listen, we've had meals, and
Sure. Whatever happens, happens.
Whatever happens. Yeah, it's good food, and then you lose yourself.
It's the decision not to turn around when I walked through
every syllable,
that
Clayton.
door.
You're digging yourself another yard deeper.
Well, I'm just saying that's the thing is that I should have turned around when I walked in that lobby and I saw Pat next to his bestie. Mm-hmm. Okay, call each other besties. Chris Clemmer.
Yes, who I literally did not live 5 years ago. Like I birthed him. Like I was like Glenn Ford. Like he came in a comet, and I raised him.
I should have.
And now he's just, this is unbelievable. I told Paz I'd go see Naked Gun with you guys.
That would have been my birthday.
I think it was a birthday. Yeah, there's no chance. Go see with Clemmer.
Oh my gosh. This is sad. That hurts.
That hurts.
Not to see
That's
Naked
your tax.
Gun.
That's your tax. Hurts me
That's your
too.
birthday tax.
Hurts me. I wanted to do it.
We could have laughed at that OJ joke together.
Yeah, well, you'll be laughing with Clemmer. But Clemmer, take two. How many takes were there, Pat, in this thing? 30 takes?
Of the video,
Yeah.
did we do a one take?
it
I
was
mean,
just
Clayton,
one
you
take.
were directing.
Warren Beatty?
Okay,
How many
yeah.
takes were there? All right.
It was just one take.
It was
All right.
just
I mean,
one-
look, I'm wounded.
Clayton nailed it in one take.
I'm Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, wounded, but I mean, I have to move on, I suppose. But it hurts. It's not going away either.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of professional betrayal lately. This one is personal.
Let's let the healing begin.
Okay.
Because we're about to talk about a movie that has a mentor-mentee relationship. So this might be the perfect movie for us to let the healing begin, because we're going to be previewing Karate Kid Legends. Before we get into that one, Kirk, did you see Mission Impossible Final Reckoning? I know we just had a Final Reckoning with Clayton here.
Yeah.
Did you have a Final Reckoning yourself this week?
I did. I saw it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not an enormous fan of the franchise. I thought it was fine. The first hour I thought was brutal. I liked the couple of big action sequences. Completely fine. You could have shaved 20 minutes out of it, and it did about what I thought it would do. But I liked it. The audience seemed to like it. I would have preferred it. I know it's not done. It would be nice if it was over and Tom Cruise did something else. And I'm not talking about Top Gun 3 or Days of Thunder 2 or Losing the 2. Like I want, him to do something, be an actor again. I know that's not going to happen. We've lost him. But yeah, I thought it was fine. I don't think it's going to be particularly leggy, and nobody's talking about it. It's Wednesday now. So
yeah, the plane sequence was their big thing, but I don't feel buzz for that plane sequence. And I haven't watched it yet. But there's the Nathan Fielder rehearsal show, and we're not the Streamo Boys.
Unbelievable.
Does it feel like that has taken the airplane conversation for this week rather than Top Gun?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And it'd be interesting if they'd switch roles. But yeah, I think for sure that probably has, from a buzz perspective. It was fine. Like I thought. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a huge. Our friend Jeff D. Lowe is a huge fan of the franchise. I'm not. I know you guys are too. But yeah, I just couldn't. I don't know. Everything with Cruise now is like, and I know I call myself Podcast Jesus, but everything with Cruise is he's Jesus Christ. Every character looks at him with those eyes, like even Top Gun Maverick, which I didn't like. everyone just stares at him. It creeps me out a little bit. But I mean, look, he has the kind of charisma and appeal that somebody's willing to ruin a friendship to go sit in the movie theater and watch it. So there's some. This is what I talk about, these stars, these young stars. Clayton is not doing that for Chalamet. He's not doing that for any of these young stars. For Glenn Powell, no way. But for Cruise, he does it. So if that's a measure of a star, he still has that.
This should be the type of thing that Paramount uses in their promotion.
Absolutely.
Is look at the relationship that someone was willing to destroy because they had to see Tom Cruise in that moment. They couldn't even wait. There would be another IMAX screening 3 hours later.
Not even. Probably playing 7 screens, right?
Oh, well, I mean, there's even a fake in New York. There's a fake IMAX downtown. Clayton could have went there, but he
pick up on the DVDs on the
street
street on the blanket.
Yes, you could have just went down to Canal Street, Clayton.
Yeah,
but
it's fine.
That's the star power of Tom Cruise.
Star power. Yeah. Is Jenna? Does she have that? No. Like, this is a unique skill set. So maybe 3 people have it.
Right. That's right. Clayton, you would not have destroyed your relationship with Kirk over Death of a Unicorn.
Oh yeah, or Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Or Hurry Up Tomorrow.
No. But listen, you gotta get to the bottom and get back to the top, Clayton. You gotta hit bottom.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're there. Unless there's something you're not telling me.
No, I told you everything.
Okay. Then we work our way back. Pat's a lost cause.
Yeah.
But you are salvageable. I believe in you.
I believe in you too, Clayton. I believe you could hit rock bottom.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be in this situation if you weren't the snake.
Yeah.
Oh,
this was
and you weren't offering me the apple.
Yeah. I could have texted him a half hour before. Hey, you got to turn around. Clemmer's here. Same row. All that. Didn't do it. I want this moment. It's exciting. Great radio.
Popcorn shared?
No, we were completely in opposite sides of the
same row.
Yeah,
same row.
I did not know same row.
Yeah, he didn't know that was coming either.
Okay. Well, yeah. But overall, I thought it was like a B, and I don't. It feels about the same as it did a couple of years ago. Maybe like 10% more buzz. Maybe.
Definitely. Well, there's not Sound of Freedom happening at the same time.
That's true.
I think that was a huge problem for the Dead Reckoning, not part 1, only Dead Reckoning.
But do you feel like this got? And I know it was the biggest opening of the franchise, but do you think there was any extra buzz that this was the final? Because I think everybody just doesn't believe in the final anymore.
Right? Yeah, they don't buy it, right? No, none. I don't think anybody believes that. He doesn't want to do anything else. He wants to do stunts.
Yeah,
like he's gonna win an Oscar for stunts one day.
Yeah. That's a tricky one because they have the stunt category being added, I think, next year or the year after, but it's for the stunt person. They're going to have to figure out how to just give that award to Tom Cruise.
Right. Yeah. Let him have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess you didn't see Lilo and Stitch, I'm guessing, this weekend.
I did not. No, I saw Friendship.
Okay. What'd you think?
I liked it. Yeah. It was I thought it was a little long sketch, I thought, but I liked it. Like the audience was into it. I've heard some audiences were not. So, and it's done pretty well. Like I'm pretty impressed with how it's done. So yeah, I mean, honestly, we live in the world of social media. I see more discourse and talk about that than Mission Impossible. I know it's stupid, but I think I see more about that. I liked it.
Was that a Harry Minihane movie?
It was not. No, it was not a Harry Minihane movie. It was a Kirk Minihane solo project.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any friends to go to the movies with, so I went alone.
That really hurts.
Just parenthetically, I just went by myself completely. Not that I suffered with major depression in the past and battling demons and about commitment issues. But that's neither here nor there, Pat. The answer, I went alone.
We went alone. Okay, Clayton,
completely alone. As alone as you can be.
Got it.
Yeah.
Is there anything coming out in the next few weeks that the great Harry Minihane is excited about?
Well, the great Harry Minihane and I did see. This is a big movie. We saw The Last Final Destination this past weekend.
Oh wow!
I'd seen it. He really liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I know you want to give spoilers, but people do die. I'm not gonna. I'll just leave it there. I know Clayton gets.
Pat already dropped a giant spoiler. The day that it came out, basically. Yeah.
Oh, I'm loyal. I listened.
Yeah.
And I enjoy fun. I'm not huge. Also, French, I'm not crazy about, but he had a good time. But next week, I mean, well, we're going to talk about it. If we just get into it now, if you want.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I think you guys said this when you had Mendelsohn on, and I agree. Like the idea of like Jackie Chan in the trailer, right? Trailer happens, Jackie Chan's jumping around, whatever. LaRusso comes in. The two of them are like, yep, we're pretty much going to handle this together. There's no problems. Car crashes. Zabka comes, Johnny Lawrence comes out of the car, I've got a beer in his hand. Like, what are we doing here? Yeah. Boom, we're off to the races. And you don't need like the Johnny Lawrence at the end of Cobra Kai. Have him at the beginning again. Have him be like a mess. And just the idea that they're pretending the show didn't exist, I think, is strange. I don't get it.
So supposedly, the problem with the marketing on this film, I think, is that we don't know.
Right.
It takes place sometime after Cobra Kai. So Cobra Kai happened.
So it happened.
But the way they're putting it, the way they're showing it is, it looks like Daniel LaRusso is, I don't know, maybe this is just me putting things on to him. He looks like he's sort of in a bad way and sort of lonely, because then he starts taking on this kid that Jackie Chan is also helping.
Right.
And I feel like, well, okay, what is this horrible thing that happened to him in between this like celebration that was the ending of that show? Like, are they really going to just have him crash and burn so quickly after that show, and then this is going to be a drama? Like, there is going to be people from Cobra Kai in this movie. That's what I've heard. I don't know who. Why is Billy Zabka not in the marketing for this film? That is crazy to me. He is the guy that people would want to see after that show.
Yeah, Macho's the worst adult character on the show.
He absolutely is.
I don't know why I don't know the appeal. I don't know what it's going to open at. I've heard you guys talk to, like I said, to Mendelsohn about that. I will probably see it out of just blind loyalty to the franchise, I guess. Mm-hmm. I've seen every Karate Kid in the theater except for the last one. I didn't see the Jaden Smith one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You saw the Swank, though.
I saw the Swank one. I did see the Swank one.
Is there any word out there that Swank is in this?
She should be.
She should be.
2 Oscars? Yeah, why not? Like they should go all in. If you're going to go nostalgia, bring them all back. I don't know why she wouldn't be. Maybe. Well, I don't know.
Why not make this?
Was she ever on Cobra Kai?
No.
I don't think
No, I don't think she was. So Elizabeth Shue was.
Yeah, Elizabeth Shue was.
Yeah.
Why not make this the Fast and Furious sort of equivalent franchise?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why not have everybody in this? Because why not?
Right.
I mean, you're rebooting the franchise theatrically. You have one shot at this. Mm-hmm. So get everybody in there and do what they did with, in a smaller way they did with Bad Boys, where they added their sort of extended team. I don't know if those characters have really popped off, but when you see Mission Impossible and they have their, it is about Tom, but it's also about his team. Mm-hmm. Just make this a Karate Kid team movie.
Yeah.
Where you have everybody, and we want to be able to see that. We don't want just Jackie Chan and LaRusso.
No, it's weird. It feels so random. I don't. Yeah, it's strange. The show happened. I don't know. Like I said, I will go see it out of respect, I guess, for the first 2 movies, which I do like.
Yeah, I do feel like you said, Kirk, that they're not referencing what Daniel-san went through in Cobra Kai. I have a bad feeling it's going to be Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny situation where we meet him, his wife is dead or divorced. Like it's going to be.
She was annoying anyway, but
him at the absolute bottom of a bottle.
So he's Johnny at the start of Cobra Kai.
I think that's what they're going to do, because that's what they do in these movies when they bring back the old characters. Right. It always has to be they are at the worst way possible. Whatever happy ending we saw them get before doesn't matter.
So he snorted away the car dealership. It's gone.
100%. And he's like, we meet him. He's getting his ass kicked by just like teenagers again. It's going to be just meeting him at the lowest possible moment.
Man,
I don't care if people are living in Denmark or whatever. Give me Marty Cove. Like, give me everybody. I don't need, I don't know. Give me the whole thing. Who's this for? Who is this movie for?
Well, that's the question, Pat. I don't know if we've ever talked about what's your history with these films. Do you have any?
I've seen them all. I saw the Hilary Swank one in the theater as well. I think I'm the same thing where I have never seen the Jackie Chan, Jaden Smith one.
Yeah.
I never have. No.
But I mean, I've seen the first 2 a million times, and I saw the third one in the theater. I remember nothing about that movie other than him hanging off the side of a cliff from that bonsai tree. For some reason, that's like really stuck in my mind, that scene. Otherwise, I don't remember anything else.
He's kind of fat in the third one, and like it's just weird. Like they just give him a free pass to the finals. So it's not well done. Not well done. Not
right.
Well done. Yeah.
And by then he's almost 30. He's at a
He
weird
looks
age.
it too. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like by the time they did the third one, he really shouldn't be fighting kids anymore.
No, he should not be in the 18 and under championship anymore. I don't really know what happened. Yeah, that was a strange one.
Yeah.
But I mean, that character, that's 40 years. So maybe there's some, I feel like whatever nostalgia was, they bled it out with it in Cobra Kai. I think it'll probably open maybe okay, but I don't think it's going to do a lot. I don't think.
No, and you've still got enough stuff. Like the kids are going to want to see Lilo and Stitch.
For sure.
Adults looking for nostalgia. It's like, even though Mission Impossible didn't open the 80s, it feels like it might as well have.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the same audience that would, or just looking for an old guy to look at again.
Yeah, that's the outsider they're going to go see. They're going to go see. From the outsiders, it's going to be Cruz, not Macho this week.
Do we
I bring back the other outsiders. Obviously, you can't do Swayze, but if you're Macho, give me Tommy Howell. He's working now.
Yeah.
Give me Rob Lowe. Give me Emilio is doing videos with Cruz, but he's not in the movies anymore. How about Emilio comes back to that? He's like, oh, I'm in this movie. You can't kill me from this one.
So it's Karate Kid Legends, but it's really Outsiders Legends.
Yes, or other Macho movies. Sure. Teachers. I don't know. I don't want to see Jackie Chan either. It doesn't mean anything. I have no relationship with Jackie Chan. I don't care about the Rush Hour movies. I didn't care about the ones with Owen Wilson. He's never been a huge figure in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, so no Shanghai, no Rumble in the Bronx, no.
I saw Rumble in the Bronx and I saw Rush Hour, but like to me, I get he's an ad, but to me, I don't really care.
He's the big question mark for me, is that are people clamoring to see him on screen again?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Fighting, right? It's been a while. The novelty of the fact that he is almost 80 years old and he's doing what he's doing, whatever his age is. Will that bring in the crowd? Are we underestimating walk-up business? Are we underestimating people who are saying, "Oh, I want to see Jackie Chan kick ass because I'm a big Rush Hour fan or Shanghai Nights fan"?
Right.
And these people are nowhere to be seen online.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know, because when was the last time he was in an American film?
It's been a while. Like, he's done a lot of voiceover stuff, so it's sort of the Nut Job movies. I know who's the voice in the Nut Job movies. But it really might be the last Karate Kid movie that he was in. Might be the last live action movie that he was the star of.
That's crazy. So
in the States, like, he's probably got like 10 movies that he made overseas that have made $1 billion each.
Right.
But,
yeah.
I don't know. Is there? I mean, Kirk, when Jackie Chan did cross over to the States, when Miramax was buying up and showing Rumble in the Bronx and those movies, did you have any interest then in just the novelty of him being a guy who does all his own sunts?
I've never
Everything is one take.
Like, that's never been my world. I've never really been super into it. I went to see Rumble. I was impressed, but doesn't mean a lot to me. No.
Okay.
No. I don't think he has a lot of resonance. I don't know. I don't know what this movie is. It's confusing. It's a big weekend to release it to. I mean, at least it's a new movie this weekend, but yeah, I don't see it. I don't. And is this the only movie of note being released this weekend?
Well, there is another movie that I am curious if this has gotten on the great Harry Minahane's radar. The Waka Waka guys are back. The guys who did Talk to Me.
Oh yes,
have a new movie coming out this weekend, which is gotten completely nothing, which is shocking because that other movie was a horror movie they made 1.5 years ago.
Yeah,
that did like $50 million.
Yeah, we saw it, we liked it. Yeah, we might go see that. Yeah, I mean it's a weird time to release it. No,
it's just a weird thing that movie would have no buzz,
none,
which is called Bring Her Back.
Right?
Is there a chance it's just terrible? Because why would they not promote it at all?
Yeah, which, I mean, I saw the early Karate Kid buzz is terrible too. I think it's in the 50s or something.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
here's the thing with the critics score though, 89% on Bring Her
Oh.
Back.
Wow.
So it's
Okay.
not critically maligned. I mean, this is just, again, A24. I keep saying it. They're lionsgating themselves. They are
wow.
stretching themselves too thin. They're not having enough money to promote good movies, and people aren't trusting that these movies are good. That movie, the last one these gentlemen made $48 million stateside. That's good. That's great for an A24 movie.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
yet they're
very good.
throwing this thing under the bus. They're acting as if it doesn't exist. I think it's going to do pretty well once the word gets out about it, because I've heard that it's pretty messed up.
Okay.
But A24 isn't doing any favors. I mean, it's got this and Friendship coming out at the same time. Pick your battles.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you need to promote a movie correctly.
Right. Right. Especially when you're that small as A24. Like when Snivil War came out,
Right.
it was
Blitz.
Snivil War for 2 months straight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you know if has Harry Minihane mentioned this movie to
Those
you
words have
already?
never been said by Harry. No.
Wow.
Not a word about that. No. Megan
He's-
2's been discussed.
Okay.
Some of the big ones have been discussed, but not Final Destination. But no, I don't think. And I'll say, if I say to them, hey, it's the people who, then we'll probably go see it.
Right.
It's a horror
right,
movie. We go see it generally. So yeah, we'll go see it.
Right. But yeah, that's rough.
He's super.
The
Like
fa-
he's a loyal guy. He's a good guy. Like, he'll go
Yeah.
to movies with me.
Yeah.
He'll go.
Yeah.
If we walked in, he saw somebody that he'd be like, Dad, let's get that. You know what he'd say to me? Dad, let's get the F out of here.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, he's like a son to you, this guy.
In some ways, he is.
Yeah.
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 In some ways, he is the son I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
We'd go
if-
see it.
If the great Harry Minihane
Mm-hmm.
even saw Chris Klemmer in the lobby of a movie theater, is it call the cops time in that moment? Is there a chance?
Well, I mean, Harry Minahane's the son of Kirk Minihane, so he's taking care of business with himself. He's not calling.
Right.
He's not calling the cops.
I'm
He-
saying
he-
calling the cops on Harry.
Oh,
because
after
of what
after
happens.
he lays it down. Yeah. The cops would be called after that.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. No question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, that's a good son figure to have in your life. That's
But
great.
but if I asked him or my daughter, who's 18, like about the Karate Kid, I don't think they even know what it is. Like even Cobra Kai, they might know. If I said Cobra Kai, they would know, but they didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Well, here's and
Old
Kirk,
people watch Cobra Kai.
you just brought up such a great point. That show is not called Karate Kid.
Right.
It's called Cobra Kai.
Right. They should call the movie that.
And in no way have they mentioned Cobra Kai in the marketing for this movie at all. So why you have a show that's called Cobra Kai? Kids know this franchise, the Karate Kid franchise. They know it as Cobra Kai.
I know this
And-
sounds. Oh, good, Clayton.
No, you go, Kirk.
I would say, as crazy as it sounds, more people have watched Cobra Kai than have watched the Karate Kid movies. I know that sounds nuts, but the size of Netflix, I have no doubt that is the case. And like, yeah, they should. They should have the Cobra Kai's make a friggin' movie when the series is over. And just if you want to bring Jackie Chan in, bring him in. I always feel like I'm amazed Jackie Chan wasn't like in the season. Everybody else was.
Is there, and I know, is there a chance there's some kind of weird rights entanglement? Because it started as a YouTube Red show.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm sure they must have, they licensed the IP and Danielson's in it and all that. But is there some kind of weird thing going on where the movie
Can't
could
use Cobra
use-
Kai.
even though they
be.
use obviously Cobra Kai, but they can't call it that? Like, there's got to be some bigger reason why they would just not use the popular name in the movie rather than what they're doing here.
Maybe.
Or they just thought Karate Kid was the bigger name,
Maybe.
even though it's not.
But I mean, like, I don't care about any of those kids, Peyton List, or if Zapka's not in it, it doesn't matter. Like, nobody's gonna. I'd go if Zapka's in it. I'd actually be excited to see it.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like, a tooth pull. So
Yeah. And if he's in it, don't be cute about it where
No.
you reveal it in the movie at the third act and that's the big hook for the next one is Zapka's going to be in the next one. It's like you have him up front, you have him doing all the chat shows, you have him the way Tom Cruise does a video before the movie starts, William Zatka does a video thanking you for coming tonight. It's so important to get people out to the movies to see a William Zatka movie. Like, you just run with him as the guy.
Yeah, sure. McAfee, do the whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah. I think it just might be they didn't know what they had on their hands, or it's movie guys who, and we're not the Streamo Boys, but it's movie guys who just looked down upon the show and said, we know the right way. We don't care about the streaming thing. We're better than that. And they might be wrong.
Yeah, we'll find out. I don't. I'm sure we'll do it later. I have very low expectations. Okay, opening weekend disaster after that. No one's going to see it.
Well, you know who's in this movie that I also have not seen doing much promotion? Joshua Jackson is in this film.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Isn't that shocking? I feel like that's a mistake, but it's not, because it's on IMDb.
Is this Karate Kid Urban Legends? Is that a crossover here?
Dawson's Kids? Like, what is this? Are we going to get Vanderbeek?
I mean, listen, I think that if you did Karate Kid Urban Legends, that is something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good title.
That could be what's happening here, is that he walked in and he's like, oh, we're doing an Urban Legends reunion. And their Karate Kid's like, no, wrong movie, but I could actually use your help right now.
Karate Kid's The Skulls? Was he in The Skulls? Am I wrong?
Yeah. Yep. Joshua Jackson was in The Skulls.
Yeah. Okay. If he's playing a character from The Skulls or Urban Legends, then I think there might be something here.
Yeah.
I would see a movie where Joshua Jackson plays every character he's played in other movies.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he just has to say when he comes out in a scene, like, hey, I'm the guy from The Skulls.
Right. The way, like, Jason Lee in a Kevin Smith movie now has to say which old character he's playing in this movie.
Love that. Always laugh.
Yeah.
Could have played all three Jesuses, Joshua Jackson. I don't know.
There we go.
Did you see that in the theater? Did you see the three Christs?
Well, I was more interested in the original project he had, which was the Jesus Twins. He was going to make a film about the
yes.
Yeah, he was going to he was going to have somebody play the manager. But that didn't work out. So once that fell through, I was not going to see it.
Not going to see it.
It was going to be called Feel Our Ubiquity.
Our Ubiquity, yes. Yeah. I was in for that one, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So no, I did not see that. That's John Avnet, right?
It is John Avnet, yeah.
I think directed Red Corner, that terrible Richard Gere film.
He did. He's had some career.
Oh, he was a semi-commercial filmmaker for 10, 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and had a little run. And now
he's got his church bus corner, and it's a good spot to be at.
I don't think that was a church movie.
The Three Christs.
No.
But his newest one, which was
Rodeo.
Rodeo is. Is there any interest around Bartsool or from the great Harry Minihane to see the last Rodeo in theaters?
I didn't know. Who's in that? I apologize.
We talked about it for about a half hour on the last show, and now none of us remember anything about what we said, other than it's John Avnet was the director of it.
Oh, it's Neil. What's his name? McDonough. I'm talking about the.
Yeah.
Chris McDonald's in it. Okay. All right. Michael T. Williamson. Yeah. I don't have a big. I was rooting. I was looking to see if C. Thomas Howell was in it, because you have outsiders, but he's not in it. So
you C. Thomas Howell's name has come up a lot this episode.
Tommy
as
Howell.
It should.
Yeah, we call him now. Yeah. He calls himself Tommy Howell.
Tommy Howell. Is there a chance in whatever climate we're in now, cultural climate, Soul Man returns? Is that a reboot? Is there anything to that IP?
Yeah, I think it should. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, I think it's time to bring it back. I don't know who would play him now. He'd play the son or the father. He'd show up later in the movie.
He'd be Theo Vaughn's dad.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Theo Vaughn could do it. That's a movie right there. Yeah, I was gonna say, that works. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think with certainly the way the things are going right now, it's a little looser PC wise now. You can bang out Soul Man, no problem.
Yeah. I don't even know if I guess Theo Vaughn makes sense bringing the younger crowd. Mm-hmm. I think you could just go with Tommy Howell in the old age home, just having to to bring back the old character Ride One More Time
Like, yeah,
for
sorry,
whatever
like-
reason.
Like, sorry, we're filled here. This old now we do have, of course, a couple of, if you were a minority, we have this deal, and then the kind of minority, then the music starts playing, he comes back in. That works.
Yes.
Yeah, James Earl Jones is dead. Leslie Nielsen, who plays what's her face's dad, Jan from The Office, is the girl in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's gone, of course, but she's still around. Ray Don Chong is still around.
That's true.
So
I mean, get
yeah.
Liam Neeson in the Leslie Nielsen
Oh,
spot.
you sure? Right. Yeah, there you go. Yes. That seems fine. Yeah. And I don't know what the tagline is, like paint it black, like that's the music's playing or something, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
That could work. Yeah.
Soul Never Dies.
Yes. Yeah. Soul
Yeah.
Again? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soul Never Dies, but it's set in a hospice.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That would be a hit. I think
That would be a
do
hit.
well. Yeah, that would do well. I'd be happy for him too.
Okay. And this is okay. Should I say the tagline that I think would work?
Sure.
Guess who's black?
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not bad. Yeah.
I
that could work.
don't
I think that might be
condone it, but I think that's a good.
Oh, it came from your
tagline.
brain. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
that's true. So I guess I got to own it.
Yeah, we're just spitballing here. That could
That's
work.
true. This is a safe space.
Yeah. Theo Von could play his son.
Yeah.
Or he could,
Yeah.
he needs he probably needs a shocked. I mean, look, like you put a little makeup on the best friend who's telling him not to, kind of telling him to do it, pushing him along, is a Jack Black role.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Or Jack Black he runs the old age home.
Right. You got to get him in there.
Yeah.
Have him
Yeah,
laugh
'cause-
at, yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
Yeah. Because he's always got to now hide from all these doctors who are probing him, doing tests.
Right.
He's got to go head to toe, Soul
Right.
Man, in
Right.
this one.
In the trailer, Jack Black would say something like, "This is crazy. What kind of world do you think this is? Do you think the president would paint his face?" And then to kind of look at the camera.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. That
Yeah.
works. That works.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
that
that
works.
works.
And this is the type of movie where I think you're getting that presidential cameo.
I could see that.
Yeah. For Soul Man, I think
You could even have Trump and then Obama kind of walk in and like shake his head,
shake his head.
say no, that kind of thing. I like that. Yeah.
Do not condone. Yes. Yeah.
Kirk, did you know that Obama was supposed to be in the Entourage movie?
Oh no, was he really?
He was supposed to be in the Entourage movie. There was talk when there was a movie being made about Entourage, based off of probably one of the greatest HBO series of all time.
Yep.
Not one of my favorites. Yeah.
You're an Arliss guy.
I am I'm actually, oh God, I took a shot there. What the fuck was the name of the show? Billy Crystal created, Michael McKean, Elliot Gould. He was a shrink, and Michael McKean was his page. It was like 6 episodes in 19 days. I'm a Dream On guy. How's that? I'm a Ben.
Dream
Dream
On.
On guy.
I'm a Brian Ben.
OG.
I'm a Wendy Malick guy.
Yes.
I'm an Eddie Charles guy. But so I could see Obama being in that.
Yeah,
movie,
he was supposed to have a cameo, and then I think it was the scheduling situation.
Yeah. Turtle couldn't film the same day that Obama was free.
And
just couldn't do it. Yeah, right.
And Obama said, "I want to be in a scene with Turtle."
And Jerry
Yeah.
said he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh, okay. I one other note before we get to the other stuff. I mean, to bring up The Hangover is this great comedy in this lab, Pat, with the fucking that's a terrible example. I know you're a young guy, but that is
So you don't think it's the hair gel scene, and then the next one underneath that is Dr. Ken popping out of the trunk naked? You don't think those are the two?
I'm older. Give me. I remember being in the theater. Meg Ryan having an orgasm at the deli,
Those
and
are the three.
Leslie Nielsen peeing with his mic on at the press conference.
That's a great one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm not. I can't. You can't do that. You can't put The Hangover there. You can't do that.
It's
Which, by the way, will be back.
100%.
2028, maybe.
Do you think reboot or full on sequel or Lega sequel? I guess is the way to go.
They'll all be back,
Yeah.
including Cooper. They'll all be back.
Yes. Well, they'll be at one of their sons who will be
Correct.
getting married, and they all end up at the bachelor party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing dies anymore. Nothing.
Nope.
Yeah. Is
Which
it
is okay.
is
I
that
mean,
Theo Vaughn too? Is that Bradley Cooper's son? It's Theo Vaughn.
Maybe.
The age works.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Logan Paul.
Yeah, those are the three guys. Theo Vaughn,
Theo
Logan
Vaughn's
Paul.
Galifianakis' kid, maybe?
Yes.
Get the drugs, a little messed up. I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed Helms' kid is I don't know.
Tony
Lewis Pullman?
Hinchcliffe.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that could
those
work.
are the big three.
And here we go. Yeah, nothing goes away. Nothing.
So this, since, as it should be, Theo Von has been talked so much about on this episode, we did get an email from one of our OG wannabe oh boys, Adam from the Stacks, wrote in. He's got a prediction, long range prediction. He says, comedian podcast host Theo Von and historical figure David Spade have teamed up to self-finance a comedy film called Busboys. Theo Von's massive now, seems to be getting more popular. This film is going to be released as his career wave is cresting. If it gets a wider release and if Theo implores his fans to go to the movies on opening weekend, I anticipate a $23 million opening for Busboys with legs stretching further. Adam from the Stack. So we got a prediction there. So Theo Von and David Spade self-financed a film together called Busboys. Adam from the Stacks is predicting a $23 million opening weekend whenever it opens, which we have no idea when.
Right.
Does that seem right to you? Or, I mean, I'll throw out a movie that I think we're all thinking of right away. The Machine. Bert Kreischer's The Machine.
Kreischer. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what do you think, Kirk? Do you think that Theo Von is going to be huge in the movies, or is he another The Machine?
Crying macho.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Which by the way is not bad.
Right.
Like for that movie, maybe it makes $8 million opening weekend. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Because I think The Machine did 9 or 10.
Okay, so yeah, I'll give you that. That was and that was the same summer that what's his face of the comedy with De Niro, the other comedian,
right,
the
Maniscalco.
Green Book guy.
Yeah.
Sebastian
Maniscalco.
Yeah, nobody went to see that.
Right.
Like and Bert Kreischer took his shirt off. We all laughed. He rubbed his belly and
Yep.
yelled. But like telling these people to go to the movies is different. It's just that's different because they're sitting around. Their entire relationship with Theo Von is right here. It's their entire relation. For them then to drive, I don't see it. I don't think so.
Right.
So The Machine opened to 5, Pat. I just need to historically, you can't say that this thing opened to 8 million and get
That's
away
a big
with
difference.
it.
That's
8 or 9 million.
Yeah.
It only made 10 domestically.
That's
boy,
I was
Clayton,
thinking total.
There you
Wow.
go,
Okay.
There you go, Clayton. There's some gumption. Wish I had seen that other times in your life. But yeah, at least you fought back at that point. For that you care, which I respect.
So Kirk, you would say that
movie.
People's relationship with Theo Von is not such that they would
certainly not
double cross. Okay.
Well, depending on the person, who knows? You think you know somebody until you don't know them.
Right.
Because story that's history, right?
Right.
I mean,
and then some people exactly what you're getting and what you're not getting from them.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So so I understand this is how it works. So it's okay if you're a worm and you're a known worm,
right?
You are sort of any worm-like behavior. Yeah, right. You're fine because you're a worm and you stated that you were a worm.
Who would you rather be, stabbed in the back or stabbed in the front? Stabbed in the front.
Stabbed in the front. Stabbed in the front. I know it. Yeah, I can see it. I can at least think. I can sort of. Yeah, I think it's actually a tougher question than I thought it would be. But yeah, I would rather be stabbed in the front.
Stabbed in the front.
But
there you go.
5.8 million. I would open that. That movie.
Busboys.
Yeah.
Busboys, yeah.
I think
sounds awful.
The David Spade factor, because we're just comparing Theo Von to Bert Kreischer,
True.
Podcast guys who sort of, people think are funny, some circles. David Spade, though, is a guy who's been in movies for a long time. He's like mainstream famous. So maybe that gets it to the 10 million, gets it to a lost and
David
found.
Spade? Maybe. I don't think so. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be good. Who knows? I hope. But do you think it's actually going to happen?
Well, I mean, I've heard rumors of this too. I think it will happen. I think they have enough patrons to finance a movie. If there's one thing that these podcasters have is they have patrons who are sending them money for stuff.
Right. That's true. Yeah, maybe.
Has that been a thing that's been floated in your operation, Kirk? Doing
Bartsool Sports Presents?
Yeah. A Kirk Minihane show, the movie.
Been discussed, yeah. Sure, of course. We always get offers, but I would be picky, between doing the show, solving murders, doing
Right.
this, doing that. Yeah, but sure. I mean, if I get the right script writer and the right producer, yeah, we might find the right director. Maybe a John Avnet type could helm it potentially. I don't know.
I mean,
He's in the Jesus field, so
exactly.
Yeah.
One more Jesus. He's
exactly.
already.
Yes. Yeah. I wouldn't want to work with Brad Whitford though. I'm all set.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the big failure of that Three Jesus movie is with
Definitely.
Bradley Whitford.
Yeah. No question. Yeah.
That was the problem.
Yeah. I think so.
If there was a self or outside funded The Kirk Minihane Show, the movie, at this point, does Clayton have any cameo, any involvement in this? Maybe in some kind of scene where he's thrown off a cliff.
I mean, it kind of depends on what kind of movie. The movie then takes a very dark turn.
Right.
It becomes Godfather 2. We're talking betrayal. Like it's it's Tommy walking after getting made. Like it's one of these moments. And I want this to be kind of a time, lots of laughs, old school comedy.
Right.
All of a sudden, some guy comes in and stabs you in the back. Well, it's like, what am I doing with this?
Right.
I guess it could be absurdist, maybe.
Right.
But yeah, certainly you and Clemmer would be welcome back. 'Cause I know what you guys are.
Yes.
Show up on the set, you're buddies, you have a good time. You guys could do your own road trip kind of buddy movies.
It has been discussed over these meals.
Yeah, you could become the new Hope and Crosby, Favreau and Vaughn, maybe.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I could see that.
Godzilla X Kong.
Definitely. Oh, collab with you guys. Like, yeah, that could work.
Scott Baio and
Willie
Buddy
Ames.
Beck.
Yeah, right. Yeah. My friend Willie Ames. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think let's get into our predictions for this weekend.
Okay.
And then, I think it's time. I think it's time to finally put some numbers on what these legends are going to do and what the Raka guys are going to do.
Yes, boy, yeah.
Which is such a, who knows? I cannot believe there's so little buzz for their new movie. But I think it's time to get into it.
Let me give you one note, though, if I can.
Of course.
I'm semi-impressed this weekend. I saw this weekend that The Accountant 2 has legged its way to 100 million worldwide. Mm-hmm. That's a little hit. That's a double. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Does that get you an Accountant 3?
Oh, I think if they budgeted it correctly, which it seems like they did.
Yeah, it looks like they did.
Then it probably does. And it's a reminder, people do like Ben Affleck.
In the right spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. It's not a movie star. I know you guys want to make everyone a movie star, but in the right spot, yes. Yeah. Even The Amateur, it's not going to get, it's made $95 million worldwide.
Yeah.
Those are like little, that's a decent little return for that.
Well,
it's all about the studios being happy with that, right? Because Theatrical's happy with that. I mean,
that can't be a big budget though, Clayton, right? That movie, I don't know. But nobody's in it. Rami Malek and Lawrence Fishburne.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. So yeah.
And if these Marvel movies are going to start not going away, obviously, but less of them, people are still going to need their action. And so you're going to need your accountants and your amateurs and your Statham movies. Like those are, people got to get it out somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think we're in a world, I don't know. I think I heard you guys talk about this. I have people like Fantastic Four to be this monster hit. I am not seeing it.
Me neither.
I don't see I think that's Twitter world. I don't think it'll do fine, but that's not going to make $700-800 million unless it's good. No chance. Those days are gone unless it's a legacy Guardians or last summer, obviously. But like, that's not going to happen anymore. Next Sunday, when they bring back all these guys, but nope, these regular movies, no chance. They've made like 50 of those. No one wants to see them.
I was pretty high on Fantastic Four until Thunderbolts came out and did what it did. And I feel like people really are so apathetic towards Marvel, other than, like you said, the big characters, Spider-Man, Deadpool, they'll go to that.
Yeah.
Did you, because you haven't been on since that came out, what did you think of Miss Flo having to be part of this new Avengers marketing? And
that was sad. That's like filming Clemmer. Like it's just a low. Like there's you don't return from that. You're just defined by it. It's one of those moments you can't. I remember when the Clippers hired a coach named Mike Schuler when they really sucked years and years ago. In his press conference, he got hired. He sat down. He was going to shake it. The owner's hand, sit down. He missed the chair and fell down.
Oh,
and like you just don't recover. Florence Pugh trying to Zendaya's not doing that.
no.
Yeah.
She's going to do it effortlessly. She's just going to. She's not going to put herself in that spot. And changing the name is nuts. 3 days in, that's the first time where I'm like, oh, Marvel's desperate.
Yes.
They now they're just like everybody else.
Yeah.
They're just like everybody else. So,
But then they didn't. The other problem is they didn't commit to the new name either.
Right. If I search now in my movie theater, it says Thunderbolts, right?
Yeah. So just do the full. Spend the money because we know you have it,
That's all you have. Yeah.
and do the full rebrand. New posters, new billboards. Put it. I mean, the fact that it's not in the numbers as the new Avengers means it means nothing. That
Right.
rebrand meant nothing and did nothing. It was like a wet fart.
Yeah.
No, actually,
Yes.
a wet fart does something. It
does a lot.
soils your underwear.
Right.
Yes.
And New Avengers is not even a wet fart.
Yeah. I mean, Final Destination this weekend's across 200 million worldwide.
Yeah.
Like it's like way more successful. It might not make as many, but way more profitable than Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Well, it's at 96.9. It's gonna. I mean, obviously, this thing's gonna make 100 plus. And Thunderbolts is at 175. Yeah, now that's a difference of $75 million. But we're talking about a movie that was budgeted very low and is liked and isn't just another movie in a string of movies that people are starting to actually really, really be annoyed by.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we'll do the predictions, I guess, but like, if you guys remember, I said Inside Out 2 last year was going to be the biggest movie of the year. I nailed that one.
Mhm.
I don't know what it's going to be this summer yet. I mean, maybe it's happening right now. I don't know, but we'll see. Superman I'm concerned about. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see.
What are your 3 contenders as of today that could end up being the biggest movie this summer?
I mean, we're not counting Lilo and Stitch, right?
Yeah, we could count. I think Lilo is obviously one of the possibilities.
I just think I think Jurassic Park is so boring, but I think it's just going to make like 800 million, even if it's bad, 750. And probably Superman, because I do think Superman has an upside if it's really good, which I'm hearing it might not be. But if it's really good, I think that has a chance to break out. I think it has a chance. I don't like Fantastic Four's in the mix. I guess How to Train Your Dragon, maybe? I don't know.
That could be the one. I agree. It's like Superman could be really good, and then it becomes a sensation. Jurassic Park, though, doesn't have to be good at all. That doesn't matter.
Right. It's going to make it has a floor that's higher than anything else.
Yeah.
There's no great animated movie this summer, obviously. So I feel like it's going to probably if you put a gun in my head, I'd probably say Jurassic Park.
Okay.
But I think it's very possible. I think there's not going to be $1 billion movie.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's good. I think just 700-800 million. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Unless Jurassic Park is great and people go see it 2 or 3 times. But I'm not getting that sense. Like, I think people are just going to see it just because they want to see Jurassic Park. No one's excited. F1 is not going to make nearly that much money. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I don't think that's $1 billion movie.
No. Yeah, and you don't think ScarJo brings anything big to Jurassic Park World 6, 7, whatever this is?
No. Again, like we talk about this all the time, she's a star in a franchise. When she's in a franchise, it's movies too. But like on her own now, I don't think so. I'll go see it, I guess. But yeah, I'm not super high on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into our weekend predictions. So, Kirk, of course, you're the guest, and I will give you the honor of, would you like to go first, second, or third?
I'll go last this time. I think I went first last time, so I'll go last.
All right. So, Clayton, would you like to start from the lowest point going first? How about that?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
perfect.
first.
Okay.
Number 1, I think, is Lilo and Stitch. I do think that this is a slam doink, that it will be number 1, 2 weekends in a row. Probably going to drop around 50. I would say, from the 3-day. So I would say I'm saying like around 60 this movie's gonna make.
Okay.
Number 2 is a tough one because I think Karate Kid is gonna do it.
Okay.
I think it's gonna make 29, and I think number 3 is gonna be Mission Impossible. But I think that's going to make around 25.
Okay.
Okay.
The next movie under that is going to be Final Destination, Bloodlines.
Mm-hmm.
And then under that, that's the question. Does Bring Her Back?
It's wild that this isn't just a slam dunk open at 18 million, but
How many theaters is this opening at?
it's getting a wide release.
Wide,
I
right?
don't
Yeah.
see a theater count, but it definitely is a wide.
I'm gonna say Bring Her Back, even though I don't think A24 has done a great job getting that movie to me, and it really scares me that it hasn't gotten to anybody young.
Yeah, the great Harry Minihane. No,
Doesn't even
has
know
not
about
brought
it.
it up.
That's scary.
That's not good.
But I will go with that at number 5.
Okay. All right. So I'll go next. Lilo and Stitch. I think it could do 65 million opening number 1. Number 2, man, I have it in the draft, but I'm feeling so low on Karate Kid Legends now that I think number 2 is gonna be Mission Impossible. I think it gets to 29 or 30.
It has the IMAXs. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But so I mean, but Karate Kid has PLFs as well, but not as many.
Right.
And then, I mean, with Jackie Chan, and Ralph Macchio, do you even want to see it on the most enhanced screens? You might prefer to see, do they have a low res, like 720p screen
Mhm.
that I could see this Karate Kid Legends on and charge more for that for this movie? So number 2, Mission Impossible. Number 3, Karate Kid Legends, I think opens to 26. And then number 4, Bloodlines, and number 5, the Raka Raka guys Bring Her Back, which I guess does 7 or 8 million, which if that's what happens, that's a disgrace to A24. If that movie only opens 7
reviews
or
are
8,
that good? I don't.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, just no promotion for this movie, which is total disgrace. So Kirk, you're now up.
Okay, number 1 will be Lilo and Stitch for sure. I have that at 58 million. Second is I have Mission Impossible, 28 million. Karate Kid I have at 24 million. I'm just not seeing it. I think it's going to underperform. A lot of movies have overperformed. What did Final Destination make last weekend?
Made 19.
19. Okay, I have it at 10. And Bring Her Back I have at 6. Which is a shame. I mean, I would like to see it, do better. But yeah, I think it's going to be it's been a lot of great. Last couple of months have been great. I think this will be a quieter weekend.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You saw 3 movies making over 20 million.
Yeah.
But I think will Karate Kid get to 60 million domestic?
That's the question.
Wow. Yeah. If it doesn't do that,
I mean, no. I mean, if I have it at 24 next weekend, I'd probably make 10.
12. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be 50% would be good. Then it has to make another 25 million.
If it only opens in the 20s, it almost definitely is not hitting 60.
And Daniel LaRusso is finally dead then, right? In the theaters or no?
Yes. I mean, this
Karate
would
Kid's
have been,
not dead, but maybe Daniel LaRusso's dead.
Yeah. I mean, I think if they do a sequel, it begins with a karate tournament taking place on his gravesite.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's next to Miyagi.
Yeah.
They're buried next to each other because they essentially were best friends, which is strange. But it'll be there, I would think.
Yeah. Yeah, I would
think.
love to see that opening. I'd love to see just the logistics of that. They are buried together rather than with family or ex-wives. It's the two of them.
Well,
just like
Miyagi
one on
was
top of each other.
totally alone. He had the girlfriend from Karate Kid 2, but he bailed on her when he scurried to America.
Right.
So he was alone. And maybe they make Daniel completely like Miyagi in this movie. Maybe he's living in Miyagi's old place.
Oh, that could be.
He's working at he's actually he's an apartment handyman, and his family just bailed on him.
Right. And maybe like he's fully gone crazy and thinks he is Mr. Miyagi.
He's Asian. Yeah. He goes accent. He does everything. I think that'd be okay. That was
And
an Oscar-nominated role for Pat Morita.
Yep. Which is why people thought Jackie Chan would be up for an Oscar for that last one, which is ridiculous. But
that's a little silly. Yeah, that's strange. But yeah, I think it's going to be a quiet weekend. But it's been a good, it's really ever since Sinners, we've been kind of on a roll. So
yeah. And June looks huge. I mean, Megan is going to be big 28 years later. So it's going to keep going. It's not going to have $1 billion movie possibly, but
I don't think so. I could be wrong.
It's going to feel more consistent. I remember last June until Inside Out 2 came out. Well, I guess you had Bad Boys save things, but
that kind of kicked it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had Fall Guy and Furiosa, and it was just like, it was grim.
Yeah.
And I will say this, and this is not to bring him up, but the guy who was killing box office a year ago, saying box office is dead, box office is dead. I think Jeff mentioned this on your show too, was Clemmer. And I said, Chris, take a deep breath. Like, this is how it goes. And we have hit after hit after hit. Beginning of the year, dead. Kicking off the summer with the Fall Guy was stupid.
Right.
But like, then you got rolling. We're gonna get rolling. We're gonna have some hits. There's no movie I'm dying to see the rest of the summer, but I'll be there. Harry and I are going to go see Bring Her Back this weekend.
That's huge.
We will go see that. That we will see. That's for sure.
All right. So aside from that, Kirk, is there anything that you want to tell the wannabe boys, wannabe girls, wannabe people?
No, I just want to say I started, the first show I did was a Jennifer Lawrence movie with you guys. Was that 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. It's been great. Probably best now just to shake hands and say thank you.
Wow.
I think you guys agree, or I don't. I think it's
over.
I mean, it's probably over, right, Pat? I don't. Don't you think?
I mean, I think that this is for you and Clayton to work out.
Right. Put it this way, I don't want to be a BO person right now. I'm a not want to BO person right now.
Wow. We've never had an actively not want to BO person.
Right. I'm a B
person.
I don't know. We need to work that. We need to put that in the factory.
Want to be no.
Want to be no. Right. Want to be no boy. Yeah. And it hurts because I've always wanted to be I know Clemmer has a shirt that says BO boy. I know you made him that shirt, Pat. And he's kind of treated as one. So
yeah. I mean, listen, again, things come up over these dinners that.
Sure. No, I understand. Yeah. No, I understand. I respect that. But, it's tough because I love doing the show. I have great affection for you guys, but I think I think you guys made a decision. You chose Clemmer over me. That doesn't bother me. I respect the decision, and probably you should go forward with Clemmer. And I'll be a listener and a supporter for sure.
Is there something that Clayton could do to Clemmer that is painful, embarrassing enough?
It's tough to humiliate him anymore.
Right. That's the issue.
Yeah, I got to think about it. I won't make a rash decision right now.
Okay. Yeah.
But right now I'm leaning towards retirement. It's been a great run. I've probably been on, I don't know how many times, 10 times.
Oh yeah.
More than that.
You're the only person who's had a best of episode on the BO Boys.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I know you guys, you guys like Jeff Bach and Mendelsohn. They're all great. Thompson, is that his name?
David Thompson.
Yeah. The director.
I think I'm one of the better guests you guys have, but there's always got to be a goodbye.
So, wow. I mean, I think we leave this off the way Kevin Costner did with the Horizon movies.
Right. Yeah. Who knows? Right.
Who knows?
We've already shot the sequel.
Yes.
We've done that. We've got 5 or 6 in the can.
Right.
But what do we do with them? We have the Superman episode. We have the Leo episode with PTA.
That's great.
I thought that was pretty good. Yep. I was surprised. There was some surprising stuff in that. I like the Nolan movie. We did a good job with that, the Odyssey. Yep. So I don't, we
shot the Michael Jackson movie episode and
in 2 parts. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did in 2 parts. Yeah. And and we went all in for the Soul Man one. I was surprised that Pat went full. That took guts. So that's for the YouTube people, but it's a bit, you committed to it.
You have to see the whole story. That's why you got to watch us on YouTube.
Oh, we are YouTubers. Hey guys.
So maybe I'll just continue to shoot future episodes, and they'll be really. I think that's a possibility.
Yeah.
I guess a possibility.
We'll go around town. We'll try and drum up the funding to be able to release them.
And I'm not making a Dorf movie with you guys now. I'm not a Dirty Tennis movie. I'm not doing it with you guys.
Oh, that's the one that hurts the most.
That's
That
the-
actually hurts Pat.
That hurts me. Yeah.
Well,
'cause
listen,
that was the project.
Sometimes you got to bite a snake back. You know, you got to
That
bite
was
back.
the project.
I'm going to do. I'll announce it now, I guess. To end the show, my friend Matt Bellany and I are doing a Dirty Tennis project together.
Star of the studio.
The
Matt
star
Bellany.
of the studio.
Star of the studio.
Matt Bellany and I are doing. After we go see Naked Gun together, we're going to have dinner, and we are going to. Yep, we're going to do Dirty Tennis together.
I don't know what's.
That got both of us.
I don't know what makes
He
me
yelled
more
at Clayton
sick.
on his own show.
That's the BO Boys with a Z. Me and Matt Bellany.
Wow.
The taking of Dirty Tennis, or the idea of Matt Bellany in tennis shorts.
It's great.
I don't know.
You can make fun of Matt all you want. He's a power player. I put him up there. The old Premier Magazine power rankings. I have all the old issues. Nowadays, he'd be 2, maybe
Yeah.
2. Certainly in the top 3.
Yeah.
And he's a friend. And we were just messaging today about Dirty Tennis and just laughing and laughing and laughing. So, yeah. So that's a B. I'll give you guys that announcement. I'll stick around now. I'm not retiring.
Okay.
'Cause I want to come back and continue to
Promote.
update you guys and show you dailies of Dirty Tennis with Matt Bellany.
Oh, that's.
I don't like the fact you make fun of his last name. Ha 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 ha. He's stuck with it. But he's a friend, and that hurts. He's a fellow Pixar pervert, and that hurts.
Wow.
We're going to see Elio together.
Oh my gosh, with his son.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Who knows?
His kid
We might
loves
just
that
go-
stuff.
Yeah.
His kid loves that stuff.
His
yeah.
kid
His
loves
kid
that.
loved Luca.
So a Matt Bellany, Kirk Minihane production, Dirty Tennis, coming in 2026.
Oh
Okay.
wow. And Kirk's gonna come, and you're gonna come back here to promote it.
We're going to promote it hard. Yeah. Matt and I are going to promote it hard. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All
Wait
right.
till you see that picture.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now I'm rethinking a lot of decisions.
Well, keep in mind, Clayton, Pat will just jump with us in 2 seconds.
Oh, if the offer's there.
Yeah,
of
I mean,
course.
it's gonna be me and David.
No, it's gonna be you and
Pat,
Chris Plummer.
Matt Bellany.
It's gonna be you and Clemmer. You'll be shooting videos for him while we're on the set of Dirty Tennis with Van Patten, Dick's son, a legacy cast. Yeah,
It's got to be a legacy sequel. That's what
has
sells.
to be. Yeah, project like that, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, this is huge. So, of course, email us, theboboyspodcast @gmail.com. Tell us how excited you are to see Kirk Minihane, Matt Bellany, Pat, of course, in there in the Dirty Tennis legacy sequel. That's going to be huge. Follow us on social media. That worm VP of interns, Christopher, killing it with the vertical clips at the BO Boys Pod. Subscribe to the Substack. Subscribe to the YouTube. We are YouTubers. Hey, guys.
Hey guys.
And Clayton, Kirk, that is all I got. Thank you, of course, for being on the show, Kirk, and giving it to Clayton there. And that's it, Clayton. I got nothing left.
Well, I'm finished.
Great. Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
And you've said it all.
Yep.
And there's nothing left to be said
Perfect. I can leave.
except for, until next time, we'll smell you at the box office. Nailed it. Hey guys.